as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Offensive running by Murray. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And we'll get about 2 there to the 36. This defense for the Cardinals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get the
touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 36 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
To throw is Murray. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43.
Brings up 2nd down.
Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harrison. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun, Murray. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 39 yards. And the Cardinals are able to widen their advantage.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Granted, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And the flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't come their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Now Purdy.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for two here.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
49ers 16.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is sort of... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. An extra point by Ryland up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Oh, nice move. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. But Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits. So you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down in the yard. Handoff here, Gridiron. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum there. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A gain of 3, second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. This one finds Austin out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Purdy looking to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall
From 4 yards out. And the 49ers get a bit closer.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
24.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Murray. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Murray.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And this one's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Murray. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for two here.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
49ers 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, some strong running. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores. They have to come back and win this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Purdy now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Thornton Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a threat. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Another run here with Benson. And we'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Murray going to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Murray now.
At the 48-yard line.
It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 30.
58. 49ers, 27. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Luke Farrell from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw is Murray. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy off the play fake. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Will Johnson there on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now Murray. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
49ers 33. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
72.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Cardinals are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
49ers 41.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, first and 10 at their own 21. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with McCaffrey. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy going to give it to Gridiron. And he'll get it down here to the 43. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Well, this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy will look to throw again here. Looking for the out route. He's got it complete to Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are able to at least get one score back. In motion, the tight end. Purdy will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And running with power here.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Murray.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing now is Murray. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Purdy now to throw.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to Pearsall.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the 49er first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
18 more yards. That's another 49er first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man, that's Ayuk. He's into the secondary.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big guys.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
The coverage.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Murray going to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
49ers.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's another 49er first down.
Now Purdy.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The 49ers will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Finish!
Back to throw it, Murray. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.